Good blessed Monday, April the 11th, 2022. It's about 1:50 p.m. Greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're the proclaimed toughest or the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemy. It doesn't even matter whether you like me or anything that I do or say. I still greet you with that same universal greeting. As you look and see, this is the area where about a week or so it was a massive car crash on I-57. Me and my youngest daughter, we are heading. This bridge that you see up here is the separation of the state of Illinois and the state of Missouri. When we get in the middle of this bridge, it would actually be the state of Illinois. We headed to Carbondale, Illinois, to SIU, Southern Illinois campus. We going up there because the national chapter, we'd be able to see the sign where it's separated. This is the Mississippi bridge, but you got the sign saying the Illinois state line. But we in Illinois now, but we going to SIU, Southern Illinois University in Carbondale, Illinois, because the national president for the NAACP, Derek Johnson, gonna be there at an event. I told the people that's NAACP members, those that watches my YouTube, that he was gonna be here. My youngest daughter is with me. I gave everybody the opportunity to come. If they didn't want to come, they didn't have to. Jesus didn't force nobody to do anything. But my youngest daughter, she chose to do the videoing and chose to come with her dad, and I appreciate that. I don't look down on anybody that didn't come. But those that's in Chicago, especially my son's brothers and any men that's in my son's family, and his friends that spoke at the funeral, this is a place that I would hope that y'all would come to help support, because I've been coming down to Carbondale since March the 24th, 2021, back and forward. Speaking up for my son's death. But anyway, I'm going there so me and my youngest daughter can be able to meet the national president of the NAACP and let him see the complaint that I filed against the Carbondale, Illinois Police Department on May the 11th, 2021 concerning their unjust investigation of my son's death. And the NAACP in Carbondale, Illinois haven't done nothing about it. They ain't did no type of investigation, and I'm hoping they there because I'm gonna make a YouTube and put them on blast. And these is black folks, y'all. Now, just about every time I come up, some blacks come on, but they don't get on the YouTube because they're in the underground. But my son got white supporters in Carbondale, Illinois. And he got black too. But the black people that claim to be his friends, they don't never show up at none of the events, especially the black individual that called himself a Muslim that did 17 and a half years in the pen for murder and drugs. And the police questioned him or questioned his wife and asked his wife, do she think her husband killed my son over meth? Why would the police ask his wife that? His wife is white. She was found spending my son's food stamp on April the 29th, 2021, 39 days after my son was found dead. But the prosecuting attorney, a Spanish prosecuting attorney from Carbondale, in Jackson County, Illinois. His office is in Murphyboro, Illinois, but he have jurisdiction over Carbondale, Illinois. He haven't yet contacted me and told me he's prosecuting this white woman and her husband for using my stamp. They was using a lot of people that's homeless, a lot of people that was addicted to drugs, a lot of people that had mental illness using their stamp. But I'm gonna go for right now. I want y'all to see this weather. Frederick Douglass said, without a struggle, there can be no progress. You see what I'm saying? And I look at it like this here. If it was rain, sleet, hail, or snow, if I had to go by myself, I'm going to represent my son. My son didn't commit suicide. That's what them racist white folks, and if you ain't racist and if you ain't the white folks that said it, in that Spanish prosecuting attorney, they said he committed suicide. I said he didn't. But anyway, y'all, keep us in y'all prayers, and I'll let y'all, God allowed us to make it to Carbondale, Illinois. I'm going to get a YouTube with that national president on it. I'm going to get a YouTube with him and my daughter together, and I'm going to have my daughter have my son's flyer saying justice for Brian and asking him, can he get the NAACP to look into my son's death? Peace until we make it over there to Carbondale.
How you doing, Mr. Derek Johnson? It's a pleasure to see you. I'm an NAACP member. I joined in February. Me and my 15 and 16-year-old daughters. I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, as a Marine in the 1950s to the 1976. Moved down to Charleston, Missouri, which is about an hour away from here, in 1996 to help my grandmother. She's an NAACP member. But my question is to my 16-year-old, she was discouraged not to come because we've been fighting battles, and two of them is what she was speaking about, the anti-lynching bill. And I seen one of the senators that was holding it up, I think in 2020, I forgot his name, and his reason for holding it up was solely because in the bill they was mentioning abrasions and cuts, and he didn't feel that should be a part of the lynching. But my thing is asking you a question concerning the lynching and the corruption in police making false police reports. And the reason why I want to ask you that is because some of you all here probably unheard of it, but I know you probably haven't, and most of the other people haven't because they've never been in the news. On March 19, 2021, my 45-year-old son was found hung here in Carbondale, Illinois. Me and my daughters have been protesting along with a few other blacks and whites. One NAACP member that's been helping us. And I filed a report, a complaint with the NAACP here in Carbondale, Illinois, visa email, May 11, 2021. A month later, I hadn't heard nothing. Me and the one other black NAACP member that lives here sent an email to the president and the chair of the criminal department, and I asked, my very question was asking, what's the status and did you get it? And they said it was on hold. The police department, there's no question of doubt. My son was homeless. That's one thing that was against him. He was black, he was on drugs, and he'd been to prison. You see, I asked the Southern newspaper, can they give my son's side of the story? Because I got the Freedom of Information Act, about over 1,000 pages, but they're trying to make it seem like it's suicide. I worked on the ambulance in the 1980s when Harold Washington was the mayor. And I know if I came on the scene and somebody came from a third floor in a belt and money balled up in their hand, and you can see a hand like this here in a nose like this here. Take rigor mortis about an hour to set in. The last place to set in is in hands, in feet. Ain't no way my son hung himself. And I haven't gotten a response there. I talked to him about getting him I talked to the Missouri State Conference president, Nimrod Chapel, which I know personally because in 2017 I went down to St. Louis with him to help free this one brother that they was going to execute for killing a white female, but they found out that he didn't do it. His DNA wasn't on that. But I met him. I sent him the pictures of the hand and everything. He looked over and he said he was going to send it to the Illinois State Conference president. I ain't heard nothing yet, but my daughters are getting discouraged. They said, why are we getting NAACP numbers? The branch number that they put on my card is $49.99. But this is my question. How do we show whether police they false? I know they falsify. There's too much stuff in there. If money balled up in his hand, you a doctor, there's a lot of other doctors in there. You come on the scene, money is CSI there, money balled up in his hand. If you pry his hand open and take the money out, do you put it in an evidence bag or do you put it in a body bag? Common sense, you put it in an evidence bag. They put it in a body bag. So let me just say the last thing I'm gonna say. My son left hand was cut to the tendons. Now, if he was dead and cut to the tendons, we ain't gonna see a lot of blood. I worked on that man. I ain't no doctor, but if he was cut and on one drop of blood on his shoe, one drop of blood on his pants, one drop of blood here, no shirts on, a white female on the third floor in another building claims she found his shirt, took them in our house, claims she found his mask on the second floor, claims she found the axe outside. Another white female claims she found his wallet 2 days later, 4 blocks down. Another white female got his food stamp card, spending it 39 days after he did, and the prosecuting attorney asked me, what you want me to do? Arrest and prosecute. I had a minister from, a well-known minister from Marion and one from Florida go down there with me to talk to this prosecutor. He told me, he give me a pen and paper, write down who you think killed your son, and tell me who it is. But my thing is to you, how do me and my daughters get help? We ain't gonna give up on the NAACP, but we haven't had any help here. And there's other people, white and black, that know my son didn't kill himself, said the police had him wired up, snitching on people. That's why his church was up. You see what I'm saying? He had 3 broken fractured ribs.
So let me jump in.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I feel bad for you. That's a tragedy. Absolute tragedy. Secondly, the local branch, this is not what they do. They don't investigate these type of cases. They're volunteers. Thirdly, when you run across these scenarios, oftentimes the support you can provide families is referred to lawyers that you've been hired to help with navigate the system. But your individual case is as horrific as you're describing it. We don't have the capacity, nor does our focus to.
You don't even have to finish. You answer my
No,
I don't even. I appreciate it. I just wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear. You know, if they don't have the capacity, but when Jesse Smokers paid them individuals to jump on a letter sent to you from you down to Cook County.
I want y'all to look at this picture real good. This is the president of the NAACP, the national president, Derrick Johnson. And right before that, y'all heard the question that I asked him and then the answer that he gave me. I've been better off going to the Ku Klux Klan and asking them for help. I'm here in Carbondale, Illinois at the student center, just coming out of the ballroom. But I just want to let y'all know that the NAACP, to me, it don't mean what it meant when Thurgood Marshall was the president of NAACP. What sense did me and my 2 daughters even join the NAACP? We can't get no help here in Carbondale, Illinois. We couldn't get no help in Charleston, Missouri. And now here I come to meet the national chapter. And I see why my 16-year-old didn't want to come. She didn't want to come because she see just what the NAACP is made up of. I'm telling y'all now, this president can send a letter all the way up to Cook County jail courthouse for Jesse Smogan, who staged somebody jumping up on him, and sent a letter for him, but he said they don't have the resources for a black individual that was found hung, lynched. But I'm gonna leave it like that. If y'all want to say anything, you can. You don't have to. But anyway, I'm just gonna end it like this here. I'm gonna let my daughter tell y'all what she really think. Just hold on, man.
There you go.
What I got it. What do you think about what just happened, man? Do you think you think the NAACP care about the hanging of your brother?
No, sir, I don't. I feel like that they don't stand what they say it stand for. I feel like that they help who they want to help, or they hear what they want to hear, and they don't really care about things like this.
It's a lot of clout.
Yep.
Go ahead, y'all.
Honestly,
go ahead.
it's more for publicity than anything.
You've been, how long you been fighting this fight with me? Since the beginning, ain't
beginning.
13 months. You and your mom.
Since the
And we appreciate it. Some people say I'm a racist. Do you think I'm racist?
You are
If I was
absolutely
racist,
not.
I wouldn't even
Not
have y'all.
racist.
You sat in there and listened to, tell them what that NAACP
I
president said after me and my daughter
I stood
left.
there as long as I could stand.
Tell me what he said after I left.
After you left, he said that it was not the NAACP's obligation to be able to hook you up with the resources, but they could let you know where to find a lawyer.
Ain't that something? If that was the case, I wouldn't even have to come down here, would it?
Sounds like somebody that
What do my rewards say that I'm offering on that thing?
$500.
$500. If I can afford a lawyer, do you think I'll be talking about just $500?
Well, I know plenty of people that will donate to help.
But I know
get
you
this.
done donated before to our cause, you and your mother, and we appreciate y'all.
I know.
And I'ma head on back down to Charleston.
gonna
You know, y'all keep us
up
in
the
y'all
good
prayer.
fight
And
for you.
I see now that we don't have the help of the NAACP.
No.
I see why they doing. If they leader doing, I can see why the rest of these things.
And Linda was right up there.
Linda
She
Flower
knows
was
your
right in
story
there.
personally.
In the one that's the president, the conference president of the Illinois chapter. But it
Yeah.
go to show you, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't for the people. It ain't, the NAACP is not, now it is not the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. It's the National Association for the Advancement of Certain People.
Yeah.
See, he sit up there thinking that everybody listening. You seen how some people said, I feel your pain up in there?
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying? They know that they can do something.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They didn't have nothing to do with Ahmaud Arbery, but they was in that courtroom, wasn't it?
That's right.
They didn't have nothing to do with George Floyd neither. You know why they got involved in that? Because it's money.
Yep.
Let me leave out of here with this here.
We love you, man.
We love y'all too.
Peace be still.
Now he said they have nothing to do with it. They didn't have nothing to do with George Floyd, but it was money in it. They didn't have nothing to do with Ahmaud Arbery, but it was money in it. They didn't have nothing to do with Jesse Smogan, a guy that committed a crime. Smolak, get me right, Smolak, that committed a crime. My son didn't commit a crime. The only crime my son committed, he was black, he was on drugs, he was homeless, and he been to prison. I got more white people here in Carbondale. I got more white people here in Carbondale that's helping me than I got black. And there is some blacks, but we see the NAACP with the exception of one black member that's been helping us. Peace be still.